I thought I had a picture of this before I tore everything apart. I grabbed this out of a dumpster a couple years ago. It's just your basic jogging stroller, Graco. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. I've drilled out all the rivets. This is all I kept from everything, but I'm thinking I ought to be able to get some kind of bike trailer out of this. So I'm thinking I ought to be able to do something like this. Or something like this. You've got the connectors that went in there. Maybe try to reuse those, or maybe even print something up. We'll see. I'm thinking something like this might work. Might work out pretty well. Just gonna figure out a way to connect it. But I think I have a container that might work for that. Oh yeah. I think that might work out just right. So I've thought about how to hook these two pieces together. You know, we've got two pieces that connected these originally. That one goes on there. That one goes in there. Thought probably melt these together somehow. I think that might be okay, but what I've decided on for now is just a good old piece of furring strip. So I think I'm gonna, for now, go that route. See how that works. Well, after a little bit of cutting, scraping, and sanding, came up with this. I think that's going to work. If not, we'll go to plan B. After I got the stroller disassembled, I started working on how to make some kind of hitch to hitch it up to the bike. And this is what I came up with. This is OnShape, the Android version. The black thing on the right is that's the rack of my bike. So in this shot, the bike would be headed to the right and the trailer's on the left. Start at the bike end. This is these 4 holes that you see, these 4 indentations on this plate are made for these clips right here that will get glued into that. And it'll basically just clips this plate to my bike. This is basically what it looks like. It's just a ball hitch. Got a spot for a bolt to go through it, and nut. Put a nut on the bottom. And on this hitch, on this tow arm, whatever you want to call it, the trailer's arm, the trailer's handle would fit in this spot right here. And then I have a place for a screw to go into it. And all this other stuff on the bottom is a lock. So basically, I made it to where this could slide forward and lock. These little parts right here are made for this whole arm would push up. And there's little indentations that I made in the ball, or in the coupler housing, so they would lock into that. So here you can see there's the forward indentation that would be locked, and then here's the rear one right back there. And that's where the rear lock would be once you have it disconnected. It didn't really need a rear lock, but I put that in there. And basically how this works is the ball fits right up into there, and then so the lock would slide forward, and the ball moves to the front part of this right here, and then the lock that locks it in. So you can see the ball sitting up at the front. And that's pretty much it for that part of it. So after a lot of designing and a lot of printing, and this isn't even close to all the stuff I printed, The connectors seem to come out fine, but this one broke. It got a little bit stuck in there and it just broke me trying to get it out. I printed up this part, failed. I don't remember how many times this part failed. And even when it didn't fail outright, being printed, I believe that one and a couple others, they were just weak and broke. Here you can see some of my print lines here. So even though this one didn't fail, it probably would. I know you can anneal stuff and try to do that. The only thing that really came out well was the plate and the clips for the bike rack. But here you can see how that was supposed to work. Then your slide, this part here would slide up and lock the ball in there. But since none of this really worked very well, I ended up with this. So I ended up using the wood and just screwing it in there. And this way I figured if I need to make the trailer longer or want it longer for something else, then all I got to do is stick another piece of wood in. And this is how I ended up on the hitch. So, yeah, pretty low tech, but I think this will work just fine. Doesn't take too long to hitch it up. And when I'm done hauling the trailer around, the hitch stays on the trailer and there's nothing on the bike. So I can hook it up to, well, probably 3 or 4 other bikes, because all it needs is the rear rack. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with for now.